Future-Proof is sponsored by Equipping Young Adults for Life, inspiring student resilience, championing hope.
Hello and welcome back from the break. Thank you so much for joining me, Sarah Hopwood, as I'm drawing together the list that I've been going through of negative mindsets that just don't serve us. And the last one, which I was covering, is do it my way or not at all, which is not a healthy mindset. It certainly doesn't pull people in to help get behind your vision and your purpose and your plan for your business or whatever initiative you're trying to drive through. So my way or not at all, people will just say, well, get on with it then, I'm not joining you. And yes, they might work for you, but they won't work as if it's their business, because everything is about you and not them. Where if you change the perspective and you say, actually, let's collaborate, let's come together, you share your vision, you share your plan, your strategy for, and your why you're doing what you're doing. People will buy your why more than, staff will buy your why more than anything else, why you're doing what you're doing, and then they will get behind you. Yes, they'll work, but they will work harder for you than they will do or would have done if it was all about do it my way or not at all. Because my way or not at all, people are just waiting to be told off, directed, nibbled at, corrected. It doesn't serve you, it doesn't make you feel healthy and well and happy. You're just stressful going into work all the time, and it certainly doesn't help get the team behind you. And I've been running through some of the tools that I've been talking about through discussing some of these negative mindsets, and I've got here too, and many certainly business people will have heard of the SMART goals, and I ran through them before, so this is old footage. So if you want to see any of this again, just go on to Future-Proof TV on YouTube and you'll be able to see some of these programs. But the SMART goals, SMART, specific, have a specific target, make sure they're measured. Achievable is the usual A. I argue that and say no, it should be agreed. So in the boardroom you say, are we agreed that this is what we're going to do? Because very often then you still don't know exactly what you're going to do, but you're all agreed, so the energy is still positive. And here is the R is usually realistic. Again, I argue that and I say no. Again, if you say, is it realistic? You're giving yourselves permission to say no and walk away. But if you change the R to is it relevant, so are we agreed and is it relevant, then everybody's still in the room, everybody's still feeling positive, everybody's nodding, still saying yes, even though the plan may not be clear yet. And then is it time bound? And then I talked about the ER, just make sure that you evaluate, the E is evaluate, and you reward. Otherwise, you're just constantly working like a workhorse and you don't celebrate. So the celebration and the recognition and then the going again is very, very important. I also shared how to draw up a decision matrix. So I took, the decisions that we make in life are crucial to the results that we get. So if we're not getting the results we get, the first thing we need to go back is double check our motive, double check what our motive is through all the decisions that we've made. Because if the motive is wrong, then every decision will support the wrong motive, which will then help feed all the wrong results. So if you're not where you want to be, look back, look at the decisions that you've made, but before you really unpack those, say, what was our motive? Was it to be greedy? Was it to win something or take something away so someone else loses? Or was it a win-win? If you think of Stephen Covey's 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, win-win rule is a fantastic one. Otherwise, the auto default is win-lose, however you plan it. And to me, when I was talking about it, the key thing I was pointing out on the decision matrix is make sure that you weigh. And the function of the weighing is looking at all the different things that are important to your decision. So this was a holiday scenario, so the importance of fun, the cost of the holiday, the inconvenience of staying with people, and where you would get your best night's sleep. So if you were recruiting somebody, you would be talking here about the functionality of the job that you want them to do, but you would also, for example, have in here about the importance of them being able to fit into your community, their flexibility possibly, and other things that are important. The weighing is which one of these is most important to you. So what we identified here was the most important thing for the holiday decision was the cost of it. The second most important thing, and you can see by the numbers how we've gauged it by the way, was the importance of fun. Then the third most important thing was the importance of being able to sleep properly, and then the least important was how inconvenient it might be for any family member. Again, if you Google Future-Proof TV on YouTube and subscribe, then you can have access to all these programs in your own time. And then last time I was talking about VTO, value to others. So the importance of success. And here is a set of scales. And basically it's saying if we do very nice things and we give value to other people, whatever that might mean, and rarely is it buying things, by the way, it often doesn't involve money, it involves relationship stuff, being thoughtful, not saying something just because you pride yourself in telling the truth. Maybe it's tactful to keep your mouth closed, mind your own business, as well as maybe, as I say, doing kind things and being proactive. So it's stopping doing as well as doing. And all the time that we're kind and nice to people, it raises an emotional bank account, and so therefore we then feel justified to have the rewards that come our way. And when our self-worth is high, then we can have some good rewards. So good deeds bring warm feelings of satisfaction. Repeated good deeds fills our emotional bank account. And crucial thing with value to others, there are no strings attached. So how does a force field work? So you want a positive mindset. So that's what you're working for, a positive mindset. And what you do is you look at, here are the good things that you're doing, and here are the negative things that you're doing to help look at a positive mindset and improving things. So what I commend to you is to say to yourself, what are you doing, or could you do easily that is already working towards you having a good positive attitude towards you and the people around you and the life that you're leading. So let's say it could be you're very good at smiling. I smile at people all the time. Maybe that's a good thing. And you can list all your good things. And then you can say, well, what little thing could I do to add to that? So it could be, I'm being facetious here maybe now, but it could be that sometimes you wave as well. In other words, you're adding some weight to that smile. And on this side, you could then also put in what are the things that are stopping you from having a positive mindset. So it could be one of the things is that you spend too much time comparing. And you can write down some of the things that are holding you back. So if we say you're spending too much time comparing, then the task here is say, okay, that's holding you back. Whilst you may not be able to get rid of it, what one or two little things could you do to stop you comparing? And it could be that maybe that every night you go to bed and you think of 3 things to be grateful for. So 3 gratitudes I'm going to write here. 3 things to be grateful for. So you're acknowledging a human being. We can't suddenly wipe out all the things that are holding us back. But what we can do is put in some strategies that can help us weaken the negative thing that is holding us back. And once you've worked down your force field and you've got some things, and sometimes you can work with other people on it, you don't then try and do all of the actions that you've come up with. What you do is you stand back, and we call it Pareto, which is 80-20. And what you do is you then maybe choose perhaps 4 actions, 4 items. You can look at all your lists and just go, right, I'm going to do that one, I'm going to do that one, and I'm going to do that one. Often there is more on that side. And if you do 3 or 4 actions and you act those out, it will have a massive impact on your overall results, and it will solve some of the other problems too. So I commend the force field to you. Think of all the good things that you're doing already that is supporting a positive mindset. Talk about the things that are stopping you from getting a positive mindset. I've used an example of comparison here. Moaning, complaining could be another one. And all you need to do is you need to add some weight to this, fuel it, if you like, and on this side you just put in strategies to counter the negative things that are not serving you. Pull out 2, 3 or 4 action plans, work on those, and you will find in a very short space of time you will have a very, very positive attitude onto your mindset. You'll be feeling happier, more positive, braver, bolder, full of more integrity and trust, and you will forge your way forward to higher and better things. Good luck.